Hi everyone, welcome back. So in today's video, we are going to learn about 5-layer IoT architecture, most commonly known as the IoT protocol stack. So it is a conceptual framework that organizes the different component and functionalities involved in an Internet of Things like IoT system. So when do we say IoT, what do we mean by that? So IoT is comprises of Internet of Things. So things are referred as a physical devices. So it could be sensor, actuator, camera. And when we are referring to the internet, so this means the cloud connectivity where data get stored for doing the getting stored to the on the cloud so that we can do some kind of a business analytics for the organization. So now if we talk about the IoT architecture, each layer is responsible for a specific task and communication protocol. So they also ensure a seamless data flow and interaction between the IoT devices and the application. So now go one by one to each layer. Let's analyze what is the responsibility of each layer in next few slides. So if we start with the first layer, which is a perception layer, call it as a sensing layer also. So it is a bottommost layer consists of IoT devices and sensors. So these are responsible for collecting the data from physical environment. So as I mentioned, this could be sensor, actuator, camera, etc. And these are responsible for capturing and converting that data into the digital signals. Now let's talk about the second layer, which is a network layer. This is again an important layer and we refer to as a transport layer also because this is a communication medium by which IoT devices can transport the data to the next layer. So here the communication protocol such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Zigbee comes into the play, and this network layer also ensures the data transmission and connectivity between those IoT devices and gateway. Now gateway is also one type of a device which helps to connect all these devices which are in the private network to send the data to the cloud, which is on the public network. Let's talk about the next layer, which is middleware layer or processing layer. So this actually works as a bridge between the network layer and the application layer. Here, it handles all the data processing, protocol translation, and the data normalization. And data any kind of a data filtering, suppose there is a noise that is coming from the device, you want to filter that data, you want to there is a telemetry data coming from the device, you want to aggregate that data, there is some raw data that is coming, you want to implement some data processing logic or function implementation, that also you can do in this layer. Additionally, it will also support in terms of a security data encryption, which are very important from the cyber security point of view. Next layer, it's an application layer and a service layer. So this layer process the data which is utilized by the application and services. So here you can implement your APIs, you can write your REST APIs or SOAP APIs or different type of API implementation. It also includes various application, platform, and services. So that also enables the data analysis, visualization, and the decision making. What you want to bring out of that data, how it is going to help the organization. And application in this layer could be a mobile app, web portal, analytics platform, cloud services. So all comes to this layer. Now this brings us to the last layer, which is the topmost layer, which is the business layer, and we call it as a business logic layer also. So rules this layer has a rule that governs the IoT system overall behavior, and it compasses the business application and processes that make use of the insight. So suppose you want to present the data to the organization head and you want to make it to the presentation to the CXO, CIO to gain some insight out of that data. So this business layer talks about the presentation layer. And this also involves the integration with other enterprise systems. So there are some enterprise system already running with your organization. You can integrate at this layer to gain some data insight, and you can marry some data that is coming from IoT to the enterprise data. And it may trigger action, automated responses, or process optimizations also. And you company can take some decision based on the cost optimization or energy, health and safety, and different divisions are there. So we'll talk about in next few videos. But this is all for this video. If you have any question, comment down below. Thank you, and I will see you in next video.